Hi everyone, thank you for joining me here at Psychic Tarot by Iris. Always grateful that you're spending this time with me and super excited to be doing the readings for April, the zodiac signs. I don't know exactly which one I'll be reading for right now. I haven't chosen the card yet, but please like, comment, and subscribe. And right next to the subscribe button, there's a little bell there that you can click on, and then you'll be informed as to whenever I upload videos. Also, this reading is going to be for the sun sign, the moon, and the rising sign for you, whoever it turns out to be. Let's see who I'm reading for. And that'll be... Okay, I am reading for Pisces. All right, Pisces, you are next. Let me place that right there. And hopefully you can see it. We'll put these cards in the back. Okay. Now, I am going to choose from my deck. This is a deck that I made for myself. And let's choose a general overtone for this reading. Let's see what it's going to say for the sign of Pisces. This feels right. Okay, let's see. Occasional. Okay, so the overtone for this particular reading is occasional. And this is a card that, this is a deck of cards that I have made on my own for myself. Now let's see what's occasional. We'll leave it here as the general message. Let's go over to our Trusted Tarot. Now usually I shuffle way ahead of time and just set out the cards, and then we discover together what the meanings are. But this for this month, I just decided to do it this way. I hope you guys are enjoying it and you don't mind that I'm doing it this way at all. All right, you wonderful guys, Pisces. I love reading for you because I am also a Pisces. So these messages will also be for myself. All right, let's see where this goes. All right, so we have as the shadow card or the soul card, I have here the Queen of Wands. Now, I did do this time a reading, a collective reading, a general reading for everyone. And this is one of the cards that came out in the general reading, which is very interesting to me because it also happened when I was reading for Taurus. Now, this is the Queen of Wands. And the Queen of Wands represents the signs Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. So Pisces, you might be engaging someone this month. In the month of April, you might be engaging either a male or a female who goes by these signs. That's that's Aries, Sagittarius, and Leo. And usually this personality is very engaging, very social, very outgoing, extremely passionate about everything and anything that they engage in. Also, very creative. Always wanting to do things that are interesting to them. Now, this also implies a person who is very loyal. So the Queen of Wands is usually someone who is very loyal to you. So Pisces, you might be having a friend, or you might be engaging a friend, or it might be you are engaging a loved one, or you are entering a love relationship with this personality. It could be a male or a female. So we're going to create some scenarios here and see where it takes us. All right, so this might not even be someone that you're engaging full-time. It could be someone that comes across your path occasionally and someone that you engage with on occasion. Okay, so let's leave her there. Let's see what the next message is. I have this habit of tapping the cards every time I pull them. I'm going to try to stop that. But anyway, all right, so we have now, and this is another card that has come out in the general reading. And this is the Eight of Pentacles. However, we have it in our reading in reverse. So perhaps there are situations that you, Pisces, and this person, this energy, are not engaging in. Perhaps you started something that you have not decided to finish. Perhaps you engaged on some sort of situation or activity that you kind of start and then don't finish. So it's possible that you need to get back to that and finish that one thing that you both began together that you have not paid any mind to recently. Okay, let's leave that there. Let's see what the next message is. And we have the Justice card, number 11. All right, so now it's possible, Pisces, that you are dealing with someone and you might feel that the situation is not reciprocal, that you're not getting back what you're giving into the relationship, whether it be a friendship, a love situation, and or whatnot. It could be that on an occasional basis, you feel as though you're not getting as much as you're giving in the relationship. It could be that perhaps one or the other, could be you or the person you're engaging with, Pisces, that are not paying attention to the details. You guys are not really working it out. So it seems as though it's casual, it's not all that serious, the reason probably that hasn't gone as far as you would like it to is because maybe it's not right for you. You're not feeling good in the relationship or the situation. You're not feeling as though it's reciprocal and it's not being fair. All right, so let's see what the next message is. Okay, now we have the 10 of Wands, and that is in reverse. So possibly the reason you're only engaging the situation occasionally is because you are feeling as though it's not as overwhelming as it used to be. So entertaining the situation occasionally kind of means that it's not as overwhelming as it could be. That's kind of what I'm getting. So you're not full blast on the relationship. You're not full blast on engaging this, only because if you do, then perhaps you might find that it is overwhelming. And doing it casually and just letting it be and having occasional contact with this person probably feels less overwhelming than if you engage the relationship or situation full blast on. It might feel a little difficult to deal with. Okay, let's move these little cards over. And let's see what the next message is. And the next message is the Emperor. Alrighty, so now we have someone else coming into the situation. And it could be an Aries. And here again, we have the Emperor who's in Aries. And we have a fire sign who is Aries, Sagittarius, or Leo interacting with a Pisces. So I have fire and water here. So it could be that sometimes the Emperor represents a parent, normally the father in a relationship. So maybe this father is feeling as though he's not in control of whatever it is that you're entertaining, and is not feeling as though he has enough input into the situation. And it could be also that Aries, this particular energy might feel as though it's time for you and Pisces, this entity and Pisces, to sometimes the Justice card refers to marriage, something legal. So perhaps the two of you are deciding that you want to enter a relationship and make it legal. Here you have the Emperor, who is very much in charge and very much knowing the direction that he wants to take. So perhaps he wants to see this relationship get a little more serious, a little more that it should have a little more structure in it. All right, let's see what the next message is. And we have the Lovers in reverse. This is the Lovers card. And you'll find the name to all my decks in the drop-down menu. Now, this is the Lovers card, and it is in reverse. So I would say that in the reverse, this person, Pisces, whoever has entered your life, whatever type of relationship you have, the person that is making the choice is the other person. The person is having to decide what kind of a relationship needs to exist here, or what kind of a relationship you can both benefit from. So it feels as though either that one of those signs, and that would be Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, or someone who has these type of energies, who always have to be moving, who always have to be doing something, needs to be creatively engaged in almost every way possible. Perhaps this person is feeling that Pisces is usually a very nice, easygoing, loving type of energy. Now this one, and sometimes you're serene and you just like things to be nice and easy and quiet, but this energy might not be allowing you to do that. And so therefore you're making a situation where this woman or this man needs to make a choice as to whether it'll be a relationship that'll be a casual one or will it be a serious one. And it seems as though there's another entity in the environment, in your environment, kind of just saying, take control of the situation, decide what it is that you want to do. And someone who is engaging this type of energy says, be authoritative, decide what it is you want to do, see what direction you want to go in. Next message is, see, it seems as though on occasion what you do with this person, Pisces, is you kind of just shut them down, or you give them the silent treatment. Perhaps on occasion you just choose not to engage that energy at all, and you feel as though it's better not to make a choice. Instead of making a bad choice, it's better not to make any choice at all. That might be what you're feeling at the moment. All right, next message is the Two of Pentacles. And it feels as though you might think, Pisces, that in this particular relationship there is no balance. There is no, it's not being reciprocated. Perhaps what you're putting out, you're not getting back. Maybe this Queen of Wands, or whether it be a male or a female, maybe they just want to be able to date many people or engage many people, whereas you might want a more permanent type of relationship where you are knowing what it is you feel and the direction you want to take. All right, next message is, again, this week we have the Six of Pentacles. And again, the Six of Pentacles is kind of reiterating what the Justice card says, and the need for balance. And because the Two of Pentacles is in the reverse, so there seems to be a real need for balance, the balance of emotions and the balance of creativity in this relationship. It could be that instead of it being occasional, one person might want it to be more serious than the other person wants it to be, but they don't seem to be engaging. They don't seem to be on the same page all the time. So the need for balance, whether it be emotional or physical, the need for balance needs to be there. Seems like they're having a hard time figuring that out. Okay, we'll put the Justice card back there. Here we go. Let's see what the next message is. Okay, so this is the Moon. And sometimes the Moon can speak of deception, someone not being as clear as they need to be in the situation. So it could be a friendship, it could be a love relationship, any type of situation that you are engaging in. Perhaps there's not enough honesty in the relationship. Someone is not really communicating how they feel, and rather than say how they feel, they shut down. Now, it could be you, Pisces, or it could be the other entity that you are engaging with. So it's possible that you have shut down and not interested because that person has not been fully honest with you and has been upfront as far as their feelings are concerned. It could be, Pisces, that you're wanting a serious relationship and the other person is not. The other person is doesn't want to overwhelm himself or herself and is not interested in making a relationship legal. By that I mean marriage. It's possible that this person is having a very hard time balancing their emotions or their needs. So they really do have a serious choice to make. All right, let's get a little more clarity on this. So I'm going to bring in some of the other cards. And let's see, these small cards are very difficult to shuffle. But let's see what we could do here. I want to get a little more clarity on what details are not being paid attention to. What is it that both parties don't seem to be working on? So this could be, the whole engagement could be between an Aries person. It could be between a Leo and a Sagittarius, and definitely includes you, Pisces. So let's see what details. All right, we're going to cut now. All right, let's see what's going on here. And we have the Four of Cups in the reverse. So it could be, Pisces, that the person that you're engaging with might feel as though it's not exciting enough. Perhaps the relationship isn't giving them what they need as far as excitement or creativity is concerned. It's possible that they're reevaluating what they desire in the relationship. The Four of Cups is usually a person who's being offered something and they are contemplating it. And in the reverse, sometimes it might mean to me that not interested in that particular aspect of the relationship. We need to move along and see where else we can touch base and find some equity. All right, so the next message is the Knight of Swords. So whoever these people are that have entered your life and you have wanted to create a more structured relationship, they might be in and out of other relationships, so they don't know what it is to commit. So it might be that this person is accustomed to leaving or coming in for a while and not staying. All right, so here one more, and I have the Eight of Coins. Now this is the exact same card that is at the bottom of this, and it came back in the exact same way, which is reversed. All right, so definitely there are details within this situation that are not being paid attention to, or that you choose not to engage in because it's of no interest to you. Perhaps one or the other has made an offer to each other, but it's not what you're expecting or what you're wanting, so you kind of shut off for now, and you find it less overwhelming if you do that. So you've kind of left things up in the air, and mostly what you're looking for is for your relationship, whatever it may be, a friendship, it could be a love affair, whatever it is that you're engaging, you want it to be reciprocal. You want to get from it exactly what you give, or at least as close to that. But most definitely, you're feeling as though someone's being deceptive or not clear enough as to what they choose to do. All right, let me just throw another card on that Moon. I hate to think that anyone is deceiving the other. I don't believe it's you, Pisces. I believe that you are very intuitive. You're very much in touch with your inner intuition. So it could be that whoever you're dealing with is not, and that is creating a difficulty. All right, so let's just cut these cards in half and let's see what it has to say as far as a modifier to the Moon. All right, so we got the Seven of... Well, it's the Chariot, and the Chariot is number 7. So let's put that, and it came out in reverse. Wow. So it's possible that there's a disparity in the balance of power here, and that's what's making you uncomfortable. Someone is attempting to have more control. Control is an illusion, but someone is looking to manipulate possibly the other, and that's not something that a Pisces can deal with. It also could mean overcoming challenges in this situation is becoming more and more difficult, so that maybe you shut off your feelings, you just step back a little bit, decided to give the silent treatment just so for right now you don't have to deal with it. Let's see. Definitely there's a disparity as far as the power is concerned in this relationship. So I feel as though someone is attempting to manipulate the other. But Pisces, I know that is not you. It feels as though it's an outside source. So it could be these energies that you're engaging. All right, let's see what's out of balance. It feels as though needs are not being met. And that's what's causing a little bit of uneasiness in this relationship, and the need to make a choice one way or the other. So the Two of Pentacles, let's see what we need to say about that. Now these 3 just slipped out, so let's see what they are. Alrighty, so I have the Strength card in reverse, I have the King of Wands in reverse, and I have the Hierophant. So As far as the Two of Pentacles is concerned, let me put these cards to the side. There we go. Now we're asking about the Two of Pentacles in reverse. And we know we're needing to make a choice and unable to make it because the Lovers came up in the reverse position. So it feels as though we got the Strength card. And again, the Strength card came out in the general reading, the collective reading for the month of April. And what it was telling us that now we need to take control of ourselves. It's not necessarily take control of other people. It's take control of ourselves. There needs to be a certain amount of discipline and focus and a need to harness or bring in your resources. So here we go. We have the Queen of Wands, who is very engaging, very creative, very outgoing. Now, to keep her interested, you always got to be on the ball, and you always got to bring up new situations where she can be creative, where she can put her ideas into play. So it feels that perhaps Pisces, the person that you're dealing with, needs to kind of harness or take control of their instincts or their aggressiveness, possibly. It's possible that they need to focus their attention more on goals and what they want to accomplish in the situation, whether it be a relationship or just whatever's going on. We have the King of Wands in reverse, so there's a little bit of manipulation here. So you got to be careful that you're conveying your ideas without attempting to force someone else, or phrasing your ideas or whatever it is you want to accomplish in such a way where you're not exactly telling the truth to your partner or to whoever it is that you are engaging. So, and here is the Hierophant, and the Hierophant is the number 5, and that's normally a teacher or guidance from the spiritual aspect that is needed here. So there's a lot of learning to be done in this situation, and there's the possibility of needing to go outside of yourselves for a little guidance. All right, so let me put that by here. So there are certain needs that need to be met, and the attempting of balancing them is driving you a little crazy, Pisces. So apparently someone around you, because I don't really feel this is you, someone around you needs to rein in their aggressive behavior and possibly focus their attention on more of what they want to accomplish and harness the resources. That means don't be impulsive as far as spending is concerned, or impulsive in where you invest your monies. It seems as though there needs to be a little more control in that, and attempting to manipulate or misguide someone else is not the way to resolve that. And it's also important that whoever is involved here is able to learn from their errors, from their mistakes, and if necessary, seek out guidance, whether it be spiritual or otherwise, or even engage in education. That would mean extending yourself and finding out what you need to research or learn in order to make this situation much better for yourself. You have very high ideals, very lofty ideas, and with the Hierophant, it would indicate that if that's the case, then that's fine, because we all want to do better. But you must harness your resources and set a foundation before you put that energy into motion or momentum. All right, let's see what the angels have to say. Let's see what the angels will guide us with. And I don't feel like this type of behavior is consistent or is always ongoing with whoever it is you're dealing with, Pisces, because our card came up as occasional. So you may have someone in your life who is normally okay, who is normally on the same page as you are, and you have more or less the same goals set for yourselves, but occasionally it goes a little crazy, and it seems that in the month of April it's going to be a little bit challenging. All right, so let's see what the angels say. Okay. All right, it seems like this one wants to come out. Oh, okay. And our angel message is let go. So if you're feeling as though this particular behavior is not suiting you and you honestly don't know, and you've decided in some way to just give them the silent treatment, maybe it's best just to let go of it for a while, so it's not as overwhelming as it would be if you tried to latch on and try to fix everything. So letting go and letting the situation resolve itself might be the right thing to do. And I feel as though the person you're engaging or the person you're dealing with is not like this all the time, but occasionally gets a little crazy on you. So you try to fix it, you try to control it, you try to get a handle on it, can't quite make a choice, so you give them the silent treatment. But the best thing to do really is let it go, don't engage their energy, and let them work it out themselves. All right, next message from the angels. Let's see what they say to us. All right, let's just cut that in half. Very good. Here we go. Next message. Zaina. Z-A-N-N-A. It could be Zaina or Zana. Okay, anyway, it says, you are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. I ask you to relax and feel safe. All right, Pisces. So, it's become less overwhelming because you feel like the worst is behind you. You are protected and you know exactly what you want to do and which direction you want to take. You are normally, Pisces, in control. You know your direction. You are authoritative. You feel good about yourself. You're knowing your direction. So the idea that all you need to do is allow it to balance itself out. You are protected from all types of harm. The worst is now behind you. So relax and feel safe, because at some point this person will realize that they need to relax and be a little clearer as far as their messages are concerned. Kind of harness, bring in that personal power where they feel more in control of themselves, so they don't feel as though they need to manipulate others into doing what they choose, what they would like them to do. All right, Pisces, this is a wonderful reading. I'm so happy. So long as you touch base with your inner guidance, don't try to latch on and figure it all out for them. They need to step up and really determine whether they understand that it needs to be reciprocal as far as understanding each other and being fair with each other, and giving each other the space to make the choices that need to be made. All right, so thank you so much, very much. Thank you again for spending this time with me. Always happy to be with you. And in the drop-down menu, you will see all the other ways that you can contact me if you're interested in a one-on-one reading, very detailed reading, channeling spirit for you only. All right, lots of love to everybody. Thank you so much. Have a wonderful April, Pisces, and I'll see you soon. Bye.